Sorry about that once again. Being as careful of life as of a jewel, not letting any yin energy subtly spring up in the heart, it is therefore good fortune for superior people. If inferior people are adamant in strength and act arbitrarily, not knowing how to subdue energy, accepting the false and damaging the true, this is unfortunate. This means withdrawal should be rid of personal entanglements. So that is our changing line. Let's read it in a more simple way from Benabel Wen's I Ching the Oracle. Changing line 4, hexagram 33. Fourth line. An honorable retreat, the sage prevails. The unscrupulous face their demise. The sage who retreats in wisdom and honor will be the one who prevails in the end. If you retreat for now and attack another day, you will be the victor, and your adversary faces a demise. In Confucian texts, the ideogram, one of them, two of them, is used as an antonym to an ideogram for Junsi, or chief son or superior person. In statecraft divination, the fourth line prognosticates the appeals of a great and virtuous leader, the sage. However, the masses are too foolish and ignorant to follow the sage. Instead of insisting, the sage abdicates the position of power for an honorable retreat. You cannot force people into wisdom. The fourth line warns that the false prophet that the people have chosen, along with the people, are unscrupulous and therefore will face their demise. Okay, so then we got our Cauldron hexagram, which is the hidden influence in the situation, or the energy beneath it. 50 obviously is very alchemical and transformative. You are in the developmental phase. Nourish the inner temple. At issue is the alchemy for nurturing talent and virtue, so that there may be progress, innovation, and success. That alchemy, however, is reserved exclusively for the worthy. What is needed right now for you to prevail in your endeavor is a personal catharsis. Greater nourishment is needed. Bring forth offerings of sustenance to both the inner temple and to the outer temple of the gods. Be sure to cleanse and purge the cauldron thoroughly of its grime before you cook with it. Good fortune and favors bestowed upon the one who first purifies, then alchemizes. Supreme good fortune and favors from heaven, you embark upon a direct and straight path to a higher rank. Go forth, focused and steady, in alignment with the divine command, and find your destiny. In Wu Jing alchemical principles, wood creates and empowers fire. Fire corresponds with the alchemical process of synthesis, integration, assimilation, and illumination. Kindling from the challenges you've overcome now, light the fire, empowering you to shine. The sage will inspire the people to serve in accordance with their capacity as ordained by fate. Or so goes the Confucian commentary appended to hexagram 50. Moreover, the sage must now complete the mission. The sage's mission, heaven's will, is the sage's will. Bringing peace and prosperity to the people is the sage's destiny. To unceasingly cultivate knowledge and wisdom is in the sage's nature. This is the developmental phase. The fire is burning upon the gathered wood, and the cauldron is ready. Offerings of sustenance are given to both the inner temple for personal nourishment and the outer temple of the gods, to carry forth the will of the gods. Nurture your talent and virtue to initiate great progress, innovation, and success. So nurturing all of that and working with the cauldron. It says, you the great cast 9 tripod copper. So you the great could transform into a bear. Could cast 9 tripod copper cauldrons that the Xia dynasty passed on to the Shang, and when the Zhao, who received the mandate of heaven, defeated the Shang, the 9 cauldrons passed on to the Zhao. The 9 cauldrons represented the mandate of heaven and were an insignia of imperial authority. By the time, okay, so it sounds like a situation like David and Saul, where one is anointed king but is not accepted by the people at the time and must retreat to the mountains, or something like that, retreat into the landscape. And it's not a defeat, it's waiting until things blow over. And in the meantime, cultivating with the cauldron and gradually making progress towards that alchemical combination of the yin and yang, or it could externalize in a marriage or a partnership or a community. And that all makes sense. So it's kind of what we're doing here. Anyway, you can attach to me with sympathetic magic. Just attach to my energy and the work that I've done. You can kind of like, I don't know, feed off the energy of it in a sense, or just feel how you could potentially cultivate that in yourself without having to need it from anyone else. Or let the fire spark something in you. I'm not claiming to be God any more than anyone else is God. So I at least claim that much. But at the same time, I have done some cultivation and am working with, I think, something powerful, and all what I like to call the self. And in that perspective, I view that as being inherent in all people, in all things. It's like the foundation of existence. And I'm still learning, got a lot to learn. We can work through this together. But in the meantime, it sounds like the coronation is leading to needing to withdraw into the background for some time, because likely it is unaccepted by lesser people, is what it calls it. So let's get a randomly card drawn chapter from the Tao Te Ching, 58. We'll read it first from The Eternal Tao Te Ching by Benjamin Hoff. It's a little bit exact with his wording and tries to be as close to the meaning as possible. It's kind of like a scientist coming at it. 58 wasn't in this one because he didn't believe Lao Tzu translated or wrote it originally. So we'll read it from this one instead, by John C.H. Wu. Where the ruler is mum, we got this one last time, the people are simple and happy. Where the ruler is sharp, the people are wily and discontented. Bad fortune is what good fortune leans on. Good fortune is what bad fortune hides in. Who knows the ultimate end of this process? Is there no norm of right? Yet what is normal soon becomes abnormal, and what is auspicious soon turns ominous. Long indeed have the people been in a quandary. Therefore the sage squares without cutting, carves without disfiguring, straightens without straining, enlightens without dazzling. And we will also read from Jiufu Fang and Jane English. 58. When the country is ruled with a light hand, the people are simple. When the country is ruled with severity, the people are cunning. Happiness is rooted in misery. Misery lurks beneath happiness. Who knows what the future holds? There is no honesty. Honesty becomes dishonest. Goodness becomes witchcraft. Man's bewitchment lasts for a long time. Therefore the sage is sharp but not cutting, pointed but not piercing, straightforward but not unrestrained, brilliant but not blinding. No, that was from 2 readings ago, actually.